explain it. This one, okay, so as I said, this is the second Sherlock Holmes game for the system. It's by Another and published by Towa Chiki, which so Another they're a developer of some bad games for the system. They also made Takeda Shingen, which is that weird strategy game which we couldn't play. It wasn't translated. They're the developers of Hoshi Miru Hito, the worst RPG of all time. And they also made Black Bass, which is a really bad fishing game. And they made this game. And then Towa Chiki also published another Sherlock Holmes game, which I should show you. It was a pretty bad game. I wonder if Another also developed Elnark no Zaiho. It says Towa Chiki developed that, but I get the feeling that Towa Chiki is just a publisher. And the first Sherlock Holmes game was also by Towa Chiki. It says they developed it, but if they're only a publisher, like, other than those two games, Another did all the rest of their games. So maybe these two games that it says Towa Chiki developed was actually by Another, the infamous bad developer Another. I suspect that might be the case. Which would mean that they did both the bad Sherlock Holmes games. But let me briefly show you what the first Sherlock Holmes game it was the 184th game. You gotta check this out.
Austin Powers terminology. Oh, behave.
A bad game is it?
No, I've never seen it before. That's all.
Here's the first one.
All
right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Nachos. We'll see
this
later.
game is very
Do I
early
have to kill these guys for
Famicom.
money or
Hey, look at this.
or what's
Look, listen to the music.
Yeah, that gives me money. Wow.
Do, 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 do.
So you get to farm money in this game too if you want to like travel to other places.
Like it's so.
Oh, okay.
It's so
Let's see
like
if
its
these guys
design
do
is
as
so like early computer game design. You know.
He's mad. He's mad because I killed him.
Even the music sounds like
Oh, you don't get any money here.
like an early '80s computer game.
You just get clues. So killing people.
And by the way,
above
this
ground
kind of
gives you
game
money.
would have been
Killing
very
these people gives you
passable on
clues.
computers of like the
This
early
guy has
80s.
more to say. The other one you don't know his name? That's okay, Brad.
But even when
good
when this
enough.
came out in the Famicom, it was already dated.
The important thing is that we know
I
that
think.
many important British locations are
Like it came out in '86,
in
right?
the game, and you can go to them to look for
Yeah,
clues.
1980, December of
What if there's,
1986.
like, invisible
Already a
items or
dated game.
All right, let's find some more people to kick in the head, Sherlock Holmes style, so we can get.
And there's like adventure game elements to this. We couldn't really figure it out because there wasn't really much online about how to play this.
That killed me. This game.
Yeah. All right. So let's go back to the second game. So anyway, second Sherlock Holmes game. This one, as you guys know, after Protopia came out, there was a lot of. Whoop. I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry. There was a lot of like menu-based detective games, and this game I believe is in the same style as all those games. Basically copy those, which makes sense to make a Sherlock Holmes game like that. Meitantei Holmes. Oh, I also think I don't have a translation for this. I think there is no translation for this game. So we're probably not going to be able to play it in any case, whether it's good or not. Although it looks a lot better than the first one. Was this really developed by Another? This seems so much better than any of their other games. It seems so much better than the first game. Wow, the music is pretty cool, surprisingly. Yeah, it's a shame. There's a lot of games like this. A lot of these like menu-based detective games don't have translations. It's a shame. Won't be able to play them. kick in the head. Well, I don't think it is, though. But I wouldn't. It would be kind of cool if, like, all the Sherlock Holmes games involved violence. You know? I mean, like, the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes games basically had Robert Downey Jr. as Sherlock Holmes, like, beating people up more than solving mysteries. So those were, like, all action movies. So it's not only early Famicom games that, like, turned Sherlock Holmes into, like, an action hero. Kicking people in the head. Robert Downey Jr. was kicking plenty of people, dudes in the head in those movies. Dude, the character portraits look pretty nice. The graphics and music are... this is shocking. This game is this good, and yet it's by that company Another. Yeah, that's why most of these don't have translations. It does take a lot of effort. The music is so good. Well, I mean, it's not that good, but it's... I mean, compared to what we were just playing, it's really good. Miru, that means to look. Let's look. I know what some of this stuff means. Ido. Is that Ido like items, or Ido? Hanashi. That's to talk. Miru, to look. Shiraberu. Shibaru. That's, what does that mean again? Maybe that's inventory. I think that's inventory. Ido is movement. Ido's right. Ido is movement. Yes, of course, of course. Yeah, hopefully by the time we get to, like, the 1500th game, I'll be able to actually read this, like, fluently. That would be nice. I'm like, a little bit better. Yobu? Like, is that to read? No, Yomu would be to read, right? Yobu is to call? Shiraberu is to check. Oh, Shiraberu is to check. To call, okay. And, Yomu would be to read. Iken sa kiku. Iken sa kiku? I don't know what that means. I do remember it, I just forgot. It sounded familiar. Ido and Shibe or Shiraberu. I should have remembered both of those. Or I mean, I encountered both of those before, but I forgot. Well, movement. That sounds good. Let's move. Can we move? Mada. Hana. Shino. Probably he's saying not yet. You gotta do something first. Okay, let's talk to people. Talk to the lady, okay. Talk to this person. Okay. Maybe we just go through all the options, we'll be able to, like, make something happen or advance something. Well, I'm not doing the... I guess I should run the timer. Keep track of how long I've been playing this. Put 3 minutes on the clock. Iken is option? Iken. Iken is option. Iken. Try to expend all my talking options here. Who's this lady? Miru. Let's look. That's Miru. At the... What is it? Veronica? Veronica? Veronica. What is it? Veronica? Oh, opinion. Iken. Oh, sorry. I can't even read English. How am I supposed to read Japanese when I can't even read English? You see my problem? Damn it. Alright. Mawari? Mawari? I don't know Mawari. Okay, we looked at both those things. And this is, you said this... To check. So we're gonna check things. Let's check everything. Oh, there's something. Some money. Oh, maybe that stuff in... Am I carrying that stuff? Owari. I know Owari... Wait, did I read that wrong before? What? Where did it say Owari? Oh, no, okay. Yeah, I know that Owari is to end. And Hajime is to start. Hajime and Owari. I know those words. Well, I've clicked on every option. Let's click on every option again. Yeah, no, it didn't say Owari. Look around the area. Brooch. Mawari. That's like turn around or rotate. Brooch. Rotate. Mawari. Rotate. Let's see. What do I do with that? Maybe you have to put that there and then do something else. No, it disappears. Can I, like, leave or do anything else? Or I can't Edo. It's not letting me... Oh, did I just pause? You can pause the game. There's, like, no indication you pause, but the cursor stops moving. Huh. I don't know. Maybe that's Watson. I've clicked on every option twice, and nothing's happening, so... I really don't know. To get Watson's opinion, take a hint. Could be. Oh. So he's giving you like a hint there. Mada Hanashi no. So that's still talk. No, of talking. Tosu. No, chi. No, chu. Tochu dayo. Tochu dayo. I don't know. Have Holmes try and solve the issue using what you discovered already. Maybe. What? I think that's gonna have to do it for this game. I don't know. Even if I could get to the next screen, some Japanese, what difference does it make? Let me see if, hopefully there's like a long play on YouTube or something. Or some more footage that we can look at. We could look at the Chronological video too. What do we have here? Soundtrack? No, that's... Well, I might want to listen to that later. But not right now. No. There's only a 2-minute video. Oh, it's just music. Look, guys, that's the game we were just playing. Great. Nobody else can figure out what to do either. Well, the only way we're going to be able to see more of this game would be to look at Chronological episode 31. Oh, well. No long plays that I can find. The game is untranslated, so it's not really surprising. Sometimes there's like Japanese long plays. And maybe there are like on Nico Nico or something like that, but sometimes they are on YouTube as well.
For the console game.
But not in this
really
case.
The computer outbreak of a horrible new Beam, or at least tons of crappy games for the Spectrum, and then it started releasing bad games for consoles. items.
But hey,
Adventure International was the first
more progress through
player
Fliptendo. That's another game that we progressed through.
Now we're in the actual.
Hey, you guys
dungeon.
remember this
That was
game?
quick.
That's
Battle is
true.
a normal turn-based.
Yeah,
combat
I mean, it would be hard for us to navigate
except for
people who
one
can't
thing.
speak
Make sure you
Japanese very
equip your
well.
armor and weapons
Well, I
first,
mean, some of you
otherwise
guys
you'll
do,
get
but-
killed immediately. I'm not
Guys,
sure
remember
what
this
was
music?
back in the 80s, but the folks who designed these games apparently had a very difficult time wrapping their head around the idea of easy to navigate menus. Here, every time you equip something, the entire menu closes, so you need to reopen it for every item you want
That's
to
true.
equip.
That was annoying too.
Why not just have it go back to the previous menu? So you
Right.
don't have to, like, keep opening up the menu over and over again. Why do they make these menus so hard? Were they trying to make the game longer by adding cumbersome menus?
Yeah.
See there, whenever you equip something, the menu closes entirely. Alright, some
It's
equips.
passive-aggressive,
Let's go
sorry.
and find
Yeah, I
some
do too.
monsters. Like so many old JRPGs, Deep Dungeon has absolutely no problem randomly throwing enemies at you that can kill you in one hit.
Right.
I encounter these skeleton guys like literally 10 steps from the entrance to the first dungeon. These games really make you appreciate just how playable the early
Well,
Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy games.
To be fair, at least in this game, when you encounter like these enemies that are like way too hard for you to fight, like 10 steps into the dungeon, you can run. If you were playing Hoshi Miru Hito, and you encountered these like some super hard enemies, which like half the enemies in the starter area can like annihilate you. There's no way to run, so you just have to reset. But there's also no way to save your progress as you like try to, because the password doesn't keep track. It only keeps track of certain information. So in that RPG, you have to just grind to like level 2 and just pray that you don't get one of the random monsters that will kill you. And if you do, you just have to reset and start all over. So at least, I'm just saying, it could be
They
worse.
really pull this kind of crap on you.
It could be worse. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, if you manage to somehow
I mean,
avoid these
you could just
skeleton
run for
guys,
this.
you'll march around the rather nondescript dungeon and fight monsters.
Right. It does start out pretty
represented by
brutal.
little teeny tiny graphics
This
inside
game,
that
it
small
does.
box
We had-
in the middle of the screen.
We had some
Definitely
we had
not
some
the
problems.
best screen layout I've ever seen.
Once you get
You
past
will
the
very
first level,
slowly
once you
up,
level
and
up
you get to choose
one
which
time,
attributes you want to spend your points on.
once you level up one time, the game gets like a lot more manageable. So, all right, let's see how much of this game Dr. Sparkle like managed to get through. Let me show off any part of it.
Adventure game time. Can you believe it? It's been over 2 weeks since there was a mystery adventure game for the Famicom. We now have Towa Chiki to thank for this one. Meitantei Holmes, Kiri no London Satsujin Jiken. Great Detective Holmes, Fog of London Murder Case, starring the world's greatest ever cokehead detective, Sherlock Holmes. Actually got a nice little animated intro here, though not much
It's
of one
kinda
really.
nice.
A woman enters a door. Presumably that's Holmes's house?
It looks
So the
nice,
plot
though.
concerns, guess what? A rich guy has disappeared. What a surprise. William Norton, some big shot, has vanished, and his daughter,
It's so hard
Veronica,
to believe
wants
that
you to find him.
Oh,
As always, we have the standard Portopia-style interface, typical
That makes
menu
sense.
options. Once we see them here, there's move, talk, look, examine, call, show, etc. You spend most of the game yakety-yakking with various NPCs. Most of these Japanese mystery games work this way. Those of you with really excellent memories might realize this is not Towa Chiki's first Sherlock Holmes adventure game. Nope, back in 1986 we saw this little gem, which is more like an action-adventure game, most notable for its depiction of British citizens as being heavily armed maniacs who go around firing guns randomly in the streets.
oh, that's from this game.
Towa Chiki would release one last Holmes game in 1989.
This map screen is from this game. We didn't get to see. This is why I wanted to see more of this in case there's like stuff like this.
So
You-
going
you-
back to Meitantei Holmes,
You can go to a map
does have
screen to
one
walk
unusual
around.
feature. Rather than moving
Explore different
around
buildings.
from location to location using the menu, you travel around on an overworld map
kinda cool.
representing London. I think I've entered.
And also looks a bit
Times office
intimidating,
here.
but still.
As far as I can tell, this all the locations here more or less correspond to where they would be in real life London at that time.
Wonder how you go out to
You
the
can
map
find, for
screen.
example, Scotland Yard, St. Bartholomew Hospital, Baker Street.
Well, the music
and so
sounds
on.
good in this screen.
Now, walking around is pretty slow,
Listen
and
to
if you
that
don't know where
music.
the location is, it's pretty rough, so you have the option of using a cab. which will actually take you directly to a specified location, though this does cost money, so you can't go too wild on cab rides.
The music in this game is pretty cool.
Cab location menu there. The production values on this game are really not too hot. Note that the graphics that you see in the upper left-hand corner there,
compared to some of the games you've played, are pretty good.
First-person viewpoint, those are entirely monochrome. Towa Chiki is not really known for making great games, and as far as I can tell, this doesn't have a real great reputation in Japan. Though it should be pointed out, this is developed, or at least programmed, by the rather infamous company Another, the same guys behind Hoshi no Miru Hito, which was that super awful sci-fi.
There has to be some other company that worked
back.
on this.
You know, the one where your hit points weren't even displayed correctly.
Did Another get that much better?
The game seems more competently made than that, but the exact extent of Another's work isn't really known. All we know is that their name appears in the code. Besides that, this is pretty much your typical adventure game.
Man, it's so hard to believe that it's like a different company. Well, anyway, okay, we got to see a little bit more of the game. That's good. Can't really rate it, unfortunately. I'll go back and rate the soundtrack later. Just the bottom here. MEI. Another game that looked kind of cool that we weren't able to play because it's in Japanese. That's just, it's a problem with the project, because there's going to be so many games we can't play. But maybe someday I'll be able to come back to them, when I can actually speak Japanese. Which hopefully will happen someday. Much better time than Deep Dungeon 3, yes. Yeah, for sure. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next game then.